Alright guys, update on another withdrawal video, but this time not opiates, it was benzos. Yeah, that moment of silence was for all the fucking hell that I went through. Oh my god. So, I ended up I got some Xanax. I was going through a rough time. I don't know how to put it. Oh, God. Well, I ended up taking about 1.5, 2 milligrams a night for a couple months. Not every night, but most nights I was taking them. And I kind of went down to 1 milligram a little bit because I really didn't need to get all that looped out. I just really wanted some deep sleep because it had been a rough time prior with not that much sleep. So this is part one. So I ended up stopping, which wasn't I guess the smartest thing in the world. And wow, the torture, the mayhem. I think my last dose, I took my last dose was 1.5 milligrams, and then I just stopped, right? And I was like, all right, I'm fine, whatever. Well, the second day comes around, and I woke up in a huge sweat, the worst sweat, I think worse than opiates. I was like, what is going on with my body? I had been through benzo withdrawal before, but it was a while ago, so I didn't really remember. But this forced me to remember. And straight Alprazolam, the blue footballs. I mean, these were the strong ones. I was like, it was working pretty well for me. Not prescribed, like a dumbass. I've never really been prescribed benzos, so yeah. So that started, and my friend had just gotten a bunch of them. And I was like, can I buy legitimately 50 off of you? Because I knew I had to taper off. I was like, I gotta taper off this. I can't just stop or else I'm fucked. So I ended up doing a taper, and at first it was shaving off a little piece. It was almost 2 milligrams for a week, and then it's going all right, whatever. But I'm I want off this a lot faster than this. And I'm I've been through opiate withdrawal hundreds of times, so I think I could take a little pain. Well, I jumped from 2 milligrams to 0.5 for an entire week, and that was many nights of. Well, I went to sleep because I would take it at night. I'd fall asleep, and then I just wake up in terror every night for an entire week and a couple days. And oh my God, when I tell you I don't dream, I had nightmare after nightmare after nightmare after nightmare, waking up in a panic. One that I was drowning, the other that I was with a girl, and every 10 minutes she started to turn into that girl from the movie The Shining, the girl in the bathtub, that really fucking scary girl. Excuse my language, but she started looking like this, it was so sick. It was all my scariest thoughts in the back of my head just came to a forefront. So I was horrified. It was that, and then a bunch of other weird shit. One with my neighbor from 20 years ago, and really weird stuff, stuff that I never thought I would ever think of again. And oh God, yeah. Well, so I'm shit, well, this sucks. So what I did was I had propranolol, the beta blocker. So what I would do is, if I would wake up, what my trick was I would wake up and I would take a half of a 0.5 if I'd wake up in terror, and a beta blocker on top of that to slow my heart rate, which allowed me to go back to sleep. It wasn't good sleep at all. It was when you wake up and you still feel like you didn't sleep type sleep, but well, I kept doing that, and I stayed doing that exact same thing for another week. And it eventually my, you know, the blood concentration levels, they leveled out and stuff, and like my body was like okay with, you know, the 0.5 was holding me over for about 5-6 hours in a day before the sweats and shit would come back. So once the sweats would come back, I started to break them up in little pieces. I still have like a bunch left, but I'm not touching them. You know, I'd break them in little pieces and just pretty much, it would barely take the edge off, and I just took it. Like, I just took it. You know, I was like, this sucks. Like, I had the worst benzo belly, and oh my God, it was like insanity. Like, I remember like diarrhea constantly, and sour stomach, and oh my God, like it made me never want to touch a benzo again. And so did the last time I withdrew from it. But oh my God, oh God. So eventually it leveled out, and maybe this is the only part I'll do, but because I'm working. But yeah, I'm at a point now where I'm literally taking a half of a 0.25, and it lasts like all day. Like, I feel fine. I think it's over. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's over. You guys know I'm the taper master. Well, like, I'm just telling you guys, benzo, for all you people that have been on it for years and get cut off like that, my hat goes off to you. But my advice is to seriously, especially if you're getting prescribed them, don't tell your doctor you want to get off of them. Just start tapering your own goddamn way and do it that way. Stay at your own comfort dose as long as it's not as much as you were doing prior. That's my only advice to you people. I'll come back with another video maybe after work. But as for now, keep your heads up, and if you need any advice, you guys know I'm here. But benzos suck. They're great, and they suck.